Great Scott. Great Scott. Great Scott.
Hello everyone, and welcome to another edition of Daily Planet Live. I'm Clark Kent, here on the floor of Justice Con, safe at home, in my house, watching online. And now I want to talk about Ray Fisher, his panel with the Nerd Queens, I think that's what they call themselves. Just ended not too long ago, and currently Zack Snyder is making his way to the floor on his camera from his house to speak about his cut of Justice League, which is upcoming on HBO Max. Ray Fisher's panel didn't discuss too much specifically about what would happen with Ray Fisher's Cyborg in the Justice League Zack Snyder cut, and the reason for that is the same reason we haven't been hearing too much just yet, because a lot of things are still under wraps. A lot of things will be left for a surprise until we get much closer to the film, and we will also see some surprises from Zack himself as he speaks tonight, starting at 5:30. But what was most interesting, I believe, about Ray Fisher's panel was the way he spoke about speaking out about some issues that happened on the set of Justice League when Whedon was in control, when John Berg and Jeff Johns, allegedly, from Ray Fisher's point of view, enabled Joss Whedon to mistreat several of the cast members, several people involved with Justice League when he took over after Zack Snyder left the project. Now, initially, some may have thought that Ray Fisher speaking out in this way might be hurtful to his own career. Some things he said on this particular panel were that he doesn't care that much about his own personal career, and that if he has to take the big L, the big loss, for speaking out on something like this, that he's willing to do it. He doesn't have a family to support. He's gotten much out of life. He considers himself very fortunate and very lucky to have gotten to do what he's gotten to do so far, but he thinks that this needs to be spoken about. And he says that we will get to the bottom of the things that happened there, and that when John Berg comes out and says that they were not enablers, that if you notice, Berg didn't say that the harassment didn't happen. Berg didn't say that there wasn't unprofessional behavior. He simply said that they did not enable it. And Fisher alleges continually that that just means that Berg was scared, that this was a man who was afraid, and he doesn't know what's going to happen next, but that none of us should worry, because there is a process in motion right now that will get to the bottom of everything that happened, and soon we will find out exactly what Ray Fisher is talking about, and what it is that was enabled, and what unprofessional behavior did occur. This all according to Ray Fisher on his panel that just happened at JusticeCon not that long ago. They also spoke a lot about Borg Life and the meaning and what it means to Fisher, and how he started this sort of movement to get everyone to recognize. And in his mind, Borg Life means that you take some negative in your life, whatever it is, and you turn it to a positive by helping others, just like a hero would do, just like he surmises Cyborg would do were he in our real life reality. He also mentions that some of the times when he is most touched by his experiences as a superhero are when younger fans or other disabled fans come to him, point at their cochlear implant or some form of disability that they have, and say something along the lines of, "Look, I'm a cyborg too." On the panel, he got emotional, his eyes grew teary, and he just said that that was what it was all about, and that was some of the greatest experiences he has had since coming into this world. That means the world to him. He's very gracious, very kind, and seems genuinely willing to do heroically in real life what his movie counterpart might want him to do. He hopes that other people will be inspired by some of this speaking out behavior and the Borg Life phrase and the Borg Life lifestyle. He even has a Borg Life symbol that he says we should all learn. Again, meaning take the negative in your life, turn it into something positive to help others. Borg Life. He also is very happy with the direction he says we're going to see of Cyborg's story in the Zack Snyder cut, and hopes that there will be a great deal more that we will see from Cyborg moving forward. Also mentioned on the panel is the idea that there are rumors that General Swanwick, who started his DCEU career in Man of Steel, might somehow be the Martian Manhunter. Supposedly there are hints throughout the franchise that could lead to that. The idea that he is one of the authoritative figures in the movie and is able to pull strings from behind the scenes might also indicate that he could have some greater role to play than just being a sidelined general. Ray Fisher didn't seem to deny that that was a possibility, although he did indicate and say directly that there are a lot of things that even the cast and crew involved with the movie don't know about the actual plot details that might still be upcoming. He himself said he couldn't wait to see what might happen with a Martian Manhunter character, or with General Swanwick possibly being such. That's all for now about the Ray Fisher panel. Make sure you tune in later, where we will continue our discussion of Zack Snyder's Justice League cut and Justice Con, where he has his own panel, and will have some surprises for us, I'm sure. I'm Clark Kent. Thanks everybody for watching, and remember, it truly is a beautiful daily planet.